The Rewind
The
Sports 60.
Sports 60. From the city of big shoulders, the jewel of the Midwest, comes a sports show that's one of a kind. From iconic players to iconic stadiums to iconic teams, this is my kind of town. Chicago! And the Rewind Sports 60 is my kind of show. From Air Jordan to sweetness to Papa Bear Hallis, this city works hard, but plays even harder. Danny Carlino and Jerry Riles bring you the Rewind Sports 60. Live. The Rewind Sports 60 starts now.
Welcome, everyone, to another edition of the Rewind Sports 60. We're streaming live from Saranello's Ristorante Italiano, right here in the heart of Wheeling, on the corner of Lake Cook Road and Milwaukee Avenue, Restaurant Row, just outside the greatest city in the world, that, of course, Chicago, Illinois. Yours truly, Jerry Riles, and we're joined by an esteemed panel. Ladies and gentlemen, we got to get going because you know why? It's the fastest 2 hours in sports conversation. The fastest 2 hours in sports conversation. Let's get right to it. He's the one. He's the only. He's the Italian stallion. He's DC. He's Danny Carlino. What's up, DC?
Good morning, Jerry. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Esteemed. I like that.
Steamed.
Literally steamed. I steamed my trousers this morning. Got a nice crease.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling all right. I mean, spring is sort of in the air, even though it's supposed to snow on Tuesday. But it was supposed to snow.
No, we don't want to hear it.
Snow last Thursday.
Exactly.
So we're hoping they're equally wrong.
Exactly. Our good friend, our good buddy Tom Skilling over there at WGN Channel 9, he saved the day. Because you're right. He said, hey, we're going to have the snow coming back, accumulation. By Thursday, boom. There's a lot of rain, but indeed, the snow stayed away. And Danny Carlino, I'm getting a little bit mad. I'm getting a little bit beside myself. Why? Kelly Williams. Kelly Lee Williams in the house. It's March Madness. Kelly Lee Williams, welcome to the program. TRS60 correspondent here. How are you, brother?
I am excellent. It is March. It's beautiful today, guys.
It's March Madness, man. I'm getting crazy.
March Madness, but the March Madness that's happening right now, that should be happening in Chicago or in Wisconsin, is happening in New York. What's going on with that? That Big Ten Tournament Championship. It was great, those games were last night.
Where they don't get the Big Ten Network.
Right. And it's like, what the heck's going on? They can't see
I didn't
them,
even
man.
realize that. That's
right.
funny.
That doesn't make any sense to me. Okay, whatever. All right, here we go.
And we're also joined by WBBM NewsRadio 780. He's the man. My old friend from the old stomping grounds. He's the one, he's the only. Gabe Salgado. What's up, Gabe?
I agree with Kelly. I don't know what the Big Ten Conference was thinking. They don't get the Big Ten Network that far east. But I guess the cash grab is a cash grab.
And that's ridiculous. It shouldn't be that point. It shouldn't be here at that point. It's always a cash grab, it seems like. You know,
well, don't worry about it, guys. We got a lot in store, a lot on the program. We're going from politics to entertainment to sports to news, whatever it may be. Keep it locked in. The Rewind Sports 60 on Facebook Live. The Rewind Sports 60 on Facebook Live. We apologize to those of you who are waiting for us on YouTube Live. Unfortunately, as you well know, in these sort of instances, technical difficulties occur. We will make sure we'll get that all squared away and taken care of for you starting next week for sure. But in the meantime, keep it locked in for the fastest 2 hours in sports conversation right here on Facebook Live. We'll also be on Comcast Access on Tuesdays and Wednesday. We'll give you more information as the show progresses. But let's get right to it, man. We got a lot in store, so let's break it down. As far as the Big Ten tournament is concerned, the Ohio State Buckeyes are out. Okay, that's enough talking, man.
You forgot to mention who's in.
Yeah, you forgot to mention who's playing for the
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
What's the name of that school, Jerry?
Take it easy. Take it easy, man.
Amazing
yeah.
Blue.
And let me tell you, hey, those words are forbidden on the Rewind Sports 60.
About Blue and Maze. Can we switch them around?
Big Blue, I believe it was.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Boy, oh boy.
Was this my 7 tournament games in a row?
Oh my God. Yeah, but you talked about it being on the big stage, the Big Ten Championship tournament. On the big stage in New York at the Mecca, and we all understand that because that's the house that Jordan built, of course. No, but that's the stage, that's the platform, and of course the Big Ten growing, not any longer the Big Ten, they've expanded out to the East Coast, and they cut a deal and say, hey, you know, we'd love to play the tournament here. Kind of makes sense when you're expanding out with Rutgers and Maryland, albeit Maryland with the D.C. area, but because of scheduling conflict, the commissioner, Jim Delaney, said, hey, you know what? This is a disservice to our players because the tournament took place a week earlier, which means these guys, whoever advances to the tournament, the big dance, they're going to have between 10 and 12 days off. That's a long layoff. So now the talk is to put it back on the table and go back to its old form. And that, of course, alternating between Chicago and Indianapolis. Gabe, we'll start with you.
You know, I will say this, that that might be a good thing when having the 10, 12 days off when you consider how condensed the schedule was this season, especially once December and January came around. So
Right.
that could be a good thing, but at the same time, it could also be a bad thing, but I guess only time will tell.
Kelly?
Unbelievable. They should be playing in the United Center right now. Every team in the Big Ten should be playing right here in the Midwest. We're a Midwest conference. We're going to go appease Rutgers. We're going to go appease Maryland. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? What the heck do they have to offer to bring to the Big Ten? Other than, they don't even have names. All right, go for some bigger names. Maryland, Rutgers, no. We have Ohio State, Michigan State. We have our names.
Right.
We have to develop those names. Those names should be developed, and we should be pumping them. And this is for the fans. Isn't this for the fans, these tournaments for the fans? Why are we playing Big Ten games in New York when the fans are right here in the Midwest? It makes no sense. I was working with the Chicago Bulls as an incredible. I love the Big Ten championship because I met his Ohio State coach when they were playing Michigan. We were there we can't do that in New York. Nobody's going to drive to New York. Nobody's flying to New York for the... No, it doesn't make any sense.
Danny?
Well, I mean, I think because of the addition of those East Coast teams, it would make sense to maybe put it in the rotation, but having it there a couple of years in a row is kind of strange. I mean, but it's New York, you know what they say, if you can make it there.
You can make it anywhere.
Yeah,
Our
so,
good old friend Frank Sinatra,
yeah.
maybe rest in peace, of course.
Cablevision, get Big Ten Network.
Yeah,
Right.
And I was watching a little bit of the post-game stuff last night on Big Ten Network. I know they're not going to say, like, oh, that's a travesty to have it in New York because they're trying to promote it. But, I mean, they were good crowds. I mean, and they were even talking, despite the condensed schedule and the extra travel for the majority of the conference, playing in Madison Square Garden.
Right.
Jordan played on here. All the great history of all the different sporting events that happened in Madison Square Garden, the most famous arena in the world. So I mean, there's that draw to it as well. Although I do think that maybe they could have a little push and say, like, could you please put our channel on?
Maybe
include it with the.
I mean, if we get the Pac-12 network here in Chicago, why can't New York get the Big Ten network? Exactly.
I'm still not staying up late.
Well, I'm
to watch
sure
those games.
I'm sure they have it on their local outlets in the New York area. I would imagine so.
Teddy Greenstein from the Tribune wrote an article said that there's actually it's Big Ten network's hard to get in New York City.
No, I'm saying I'm sure the Big Ten network is probably tough to get, but I'm sure there's got to be a local network in the Big Apple in New York that's carrying the broadcast.
I would hope so.
It doesn't seem like it was very well thought out either. I mean, are you kidding me with no coverage on the New York stations for the game that we're bringing to New York to make it all exciting to have these people get the chance? Not everybody's going to go to Madison Square Garden to see these games. They need a channel to see them, and they don't have it. And that doesn't make any sense.
Well, no, it does make a little bit of sense, Kelly, but because you have to understand these other teams are new additions to the Big Ten Conference, right? So it's gonna draw their fan base to come out, and that's the whole point about this. You want to fill Madison Square Garden, and you want to get the feel, the thrill of basketball being played, whether it's the professional ranks or the collegiate ranks. So you want to draw people to come. As far as the alumni base is concerned, I don't know the numbers, but I can guess. You don't have as many Buckeyes in New York. You don't have as many
Badgers,
and you don't have as many Big Ten alum in New York City. So if you have some interest and you live in the area, I would imagine that the conference is trying to draw you to come on out and be a part of what the atmosphere is about. Because the Big Apple, there's so much there. So maybe they felt, and again, I gotta believe there has to be some outlet in New York, and we'll check some things out that's covering the tournament. Maybe it's not the Big Ten, but maybe there's some outlet locally that's covering the basketball tournament. We'll keep it locked in. We'll keep you guys locked in as well. But overall, it's been exciting. Gabe, back to your point, your statement, I don't think it's going to really be beneficial for these teams in the Big Ten to have to sit around for 10 and 12 days to wait for the tournament to get underway, because everyone else, pretty much their conference tournaments get started next week, this upcoming week, and then we got Selection Sunday. Meanwhile, Big Ten teams are sitting around twiddling their thumbs, and they're trying to play. They're going to be trying to practice, hard and keep that mojo going, but you lose something.
Always.
You lose something, Gabe.
Well, let's keep in mind that the Big Ten won't be the only conference. Murray State won the Ohio Valley tournament yesterday, so they'll probably have an even longer
Murray
layoff.
State? How can you even
I got a
put
point
them
here.
in the same
I got a
breath
point
as
here.
the-
Hear me out. They're going to have an even
Murray,
longer layoff.
let me tell you something.
Loyola,
Let me
if
tell
they
you
win today,
something.
Loyola's going to have
I
a
love
long layoff
Loyola.
too.
I love
Yeah,
Loyola.
USC,
Big
yes.
Ten won't be the only
Let me
conference
tell
that's
you
going to have to
something.
take a break
I
here.
think the four of us, and we bring in Danny, Marvelous Marver, I think the five of us could take on Murray State and do all well.
They won
Murray, too.
25 games this year, so I don't
Yeah.
know.
Who's the point guard? I'm not the point guard. You better be the point guard because
I can
can't
run the
pass.
rock, man.
Oh well, you'll be the only one. I'll be jogging the rock.
You can't pass. I
I'll
can't
play
catch a
center.
I am
Okay.
This
Okay.
black man can't jump anymore.
Well, that's hilarious. That's pretty good. Well,
You
as
could
far-
probably jump higher than me, though.
guys,
Yes,
real quick,
definitely that.
As far as March Madness is concerned, and we talk about the controversy on the court with the tournament being moved up an early schedule, all the controversy now regarding the FBI investigation of the NCAA and all the madness that has taken place over the past month, maybe almost 2 months now with the Michigan State and the allegations, all of those things. How prevalent do you think the investigation and the microscope overseeing the NCAA tournament is it going to be effect?
Well,
Will it have any effect?
Well, let me say this. First of all, we've all been around long enough to know this has been going on for a long time. It's just now they're getting caught. What effect this will have, I'm not sure, but I definitely think this will cause the NCAA to kind of maybe change a few things. I'm not necessarily saying maybe they'll say, oh, let's just give players money, but they'll definitely have to make some adjustments when it's all said and done.
Kelly.
The NCAA is an antiquated organization. They have ran this college basketball system into the ground. It's not just.
What do you mean ran into the ground?
The NCAA, well, the money. The whole money thing is ruining the NCAA. I mean, the shoe company's bringing in money as well.
So how's it ruining it?
Because the players aren't getting it. The players are workhorses. The players are playing 5 games. There are 5 games in a couple of these tournaments.
But what do you mean? What do you mean they're not getting it? They're getting a full ride scholarship for 4 years to get a college education. And when you put the numbers down for that over a 4-year period, it ranges from anywhere from $150,000 to $250,000. Exactly.
And that's
I listen. I went to the Ohio State University. I still have friends who today, and you guys know I'm a little bit long in the tooth, I still have friends today who are paying off student loans to get their college education and their postgraduate education. So if you're telling me, and I get it, I understand the billions of dollars that are being brought into the NCAA and these programs, but if you could tell me, if all these people have student loans, if you tell them, hey, we'll pay your college tuition for 4 years, you think any of them going to be complaining about bills or what they're going to do after they graduate?
And that's true, but let's face facts. They are not going to make it 4 years. They're mostly one and dones. They're grading out in their sophomore years. They're not even.
So what is that saying, Kelly?
They're saying that they're not actually college athletes anymore. That these guys are being brought in for basketball. They've been brought in for basketball, but under the guise of, oh, here's a 4-year scholarship that they know they're not going to finish the 4 years.
And what
What
happens with the one and dones?
The one and dones, they're either going to make it or not, and those guys are out of basketball for at least college basketball forever. They can't go back.
Most of the one and dones, they go on to the pro level, and most of those one and dones, most of the one and dones, they go to the pro levels.
They end up in the G League if they don't make it.
Most of them, if they make it in the league, they make it. If not, they have a cup of coffee, and usually they go back to the university and work for the program there, or they've made some connections and they get hired by John Doe's cousin who owns a firm in Winnebago, whatever.
Maybe they can go play with the ball kids in Lithuania.
Hey, right. And maybe they can go play with the ball kids in Lithuania. Now they have the D League. Sure. I'm not. What I'm saying to you is that I certainly understand. Now I'm totally against it, Danny, as far as John Calipari. And we know what happened with Rick Pitino. You look at Coach Krzyzewski, Jim Calhoun when he was with UConn. You see all these guys making 7 figures, telling the kid to roll the basketball out there and go play.
Don't ask
now
Calhoun
that's
about
absurd.
It,
right? Don't ask him about it.
But here's the thing, though. I heard something earlier that said the NCAA is corrupt. Yeah. The NCAA is corrupt. Or colleges are corrupt. The coaches are corrupt. The athletic directors a lot of times are corrupt.
The chancellors,
and the chancellors,
presidents,
and then in the end, the rules may be antiquated, like you say, and they don't really fit the way the games are played, especially football.
Today, absolutely not.
Football and men's basketball, but ultimately, the parents and the kids know what the rules are supposed to be. So in another way, they're corrupt too, because you offer what maybe looks like a bribe. Accepting one is also against the rules. So I think that I don't think you can't really pay the players, because then the whole thing falls apart. Right. Because then how do you decide which programs get paid and which ones don't? The lacrosse guy wants a couple bucks too. The soccer player, the one on the bowling team wants to make a couple dollars too.
Exactly.
They got to figure it out though, because it just keeps getting worse and worse every year. And now the FBI is involved. And when the FBI is involved, you do not want the Federal Bureau of Investigation checking you out.
You don't want the FBI sniffing around your corner, so keep it clean.
Just as much as the NCAA is corrupt, they're also quite clueless as well.
Very.
Well, they try to play it off. Here's the one thing. I did hear something earlier in the week. I think it was Jamel Hill made a comment that that at the very least, not paying directly for play, but allowing. Maybe you sell jerseys if my name's on it. Okay, the school gets half, I get half.
Merchandising,
stuff like that. So I'm not getting paid by the school for what I do on the court, but the fact that I'm me. I own my person.
Yeah, right. but again, well, you actually sign your person away. But again, if you have a coach or team jersey here by Team A player, and you feel that he's drawn more. Like what's the kid that played for Oklahoma?
Trae Young.
Trae Young. The guy, he is Oklahoma, although they're not playing as effectively as we thought he was. But he is Oklahoma as far as basketball is concerned. That other kid, the quarterback, the Heisman Trophy winner for Oklahoma.
Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, he was Oklahoma. So if you're telling me that, okay, you put my jersey in a school bookstore, you get half, I get half. Hell, what?
Who did Oklahoma beat last year, Jerry?
That's not the point. That's not the point.
Ohio State, I think it was.
That's not the point. Listen to this. His people are going to demand. Now, normally the bookstore probably carry maybe, let's say, 25, 30 jerseys. But I'm going to demand, hey, put 100 jerseys in there. Put 250 jerseys in there. Raise the price from $75 to $125 because I want to get paid. You can't do that.
Well, yeah. Well,
you can't do it.
You got to do something because these
kids
are getting
the
short end of the stick every time.
You can't do it.
Also, some people like that particular player because they're Oklahoma or Michigan or Ohio State, and some people like Oklahoma, Michigan, or Ohio State because of that player.
Right.
Exactly. So I get it. He's Danny Carlino, the Italian Stallion. Kelly Lee Williams, our actor, communicator, comedian, entertainer, and of course WBBM News Radio 780. Ron Gleason, take care of Gabe Salgado. Folks, keep it locked in. You're watching the Riles Sports 60, streaming live on Facebook Live, and of course broadcasting live from Saranello's Ristorante Italiano, right here in the heart of Wheeling. Keep it locked in. I'm going to take a short time out. Say hello to Jason Zinner, Jay-Z, our technical director here, handling the stages behind the scenes. What's up, Jay-Z?
He's awesome.
My man, he's awesome. Keep it locked in. We're going to get us some NFL conversation and say goodbye to one of Chicago's best after 10 years. Number 22 hung him up. Folks, keep it locked in. You've got the Rewind 460.
It's the end of the quarter. Time for a break in the action. The hottest sports panel in Chicago will get back to the fast-paced action, streaming live on Facebook Live. We're back at it after this quick timeout, so don't you dare touch that iPhone, Android, iPad, Mac, or PC. Lock it in.
Relax, have fun, and return to the world fresh as a daisy. That's our motto at Daisy Spa in Wheeling, Illinois. Daisy Spa offers a wonderful variety of relaxing treatments to soothe and meet your needs, allowing you to escape the madness of your busy lifestyle as you fade into paradise. Whether it's a manicure, pedicure, a bikini or Brazilian waxing, or simply a relaxing massage, at Daisy Spa, it's all about you. Plan a mini 1-hour vacation getaway today. We're open 7 days a week. Daisy Spa is is located at 7 Huntington Lane in Wheeling, just 7 minutes east of Route 53 on Dundee Road. Give Daisy a like on Facebook. Call to make your appointment today at 847-243-8823. Daisy for all your nail and spa needs, and tell them the Rewind Sports 60.
This portion of the Rewind Sports 60 broadcasting from Saranello's Ristorante in Wheeling is sponsored by the Midwest Pro Sound and Lighting Nerd Audio Synth Shop in Chicago. They are friends of the program. From rentals to studios to lessons, repairs, and installations, Midwest Pro Sound and Lighting Nerd Audio Synth Shop in Chicago is your one-stop destination. Midwest Pro Sound and Lighting Nerd Audio Synth Shop in Chicago is located at 1613 West Belmont Avenue. Feel free to drop by Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Or give them a call at 773-975-4250 to say hello. And remember, tell them the Rewind Sports 60 sent you.
This portion of the Rewind Sports 60 broadcasting from Saranello's Ristorante is brought to you by the Liquor Barn. They are friends of the program. From beers to spirits and champagne, the Liquor Barn is your libation destination for parties, banquets, weddings, and more. And don't forget to mark your calendars for the annual Wine Fest this fall. The Liquor Barn is located on the corner of Dundee and Milwaukee Avenue in Wheeling, 287 East Dundee Road, and their Niles location is 8170 West Gulf Road. Feel free to drop by and say hello, and always remember to drink responsibly.
Welcome back to the Rewind Sports 60, streaming live on Facebook Live. Now let's get you back to the hottest sports panel in Chicago.
Hello, Chicago!
Lock it in.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Rewind Sports 60. Yours truly, Jerry Riles, along with the Italian Stallion. He's Danny Carlino. Kelly Lee Williams, he's our actor, comedian, entertainer, and our darn right TRS60 correspondent. And, of course, the one, the only, WBBM News Radio 780, Ron Gleason's favorite. He's Gabe Salgado. We're here every Sunday, 2 hours, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. for Sunday brunch right here at Saranello's. Come on down, folks. You guys will have a great time. They start at 10 a.m. and they go all the way to 2 p.m. We want you guys to come on down and be a part of it right here in the heart of Wheeling, located on the corner, the intersection of Blake Cook Road and Milwaukee Avenue, Restaurant Road. Our good friend, my man, Derek McIntyre, over there at the Omelet Meat Carving Station, handling business, taking care. The guy's busy, folks. Let me tell you something. He's got some stuff. The guy's making it happen. He gets yourself the omelet. You go pick up whatever you want. You can have the onions, Danny Carlino. You can have the red peppers, Gabe Salgado. You can have the you want the green peppers. You can have the mushrooms. You get the anything you want in there. You can have the regular eggs. You can have the egg whites, Kelly. I'm telling you, man. Derek McIntyre, he's going to stick his head in here a little bit later before we're out of here, but he's taking care of everything over there at the carving station right here at Saranello's. Want you guys to come on out here and be a part of it. It's fantastic. Chef Michael Bonner and the crew, Mike Mulville, the general manager, they're doing a great job, and I want you guys to come on down every Sunday, 10 to 2. We're here 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., and we have a programming note, a correction. Gabe Salgado said that Teddy Greenstein with the Chicago Tribune said that you can't get the Big Ten Network in New York. And it didn't sound right to me, but I said somebody has to be able to pick up the tournament. Well, Danny Marvelous Marver, he's our basketball guru, did his homework, did his research, and he said, hey guys, the Big Ten Network is available in New York on DirecTV, because that's how I get it, on DirecTV, and the cable channel near Rutgers, 88,000.
Teddy must have been referring to cable then. No, I mean, if DirecTV's not cable,
so Rob Lowe gets it?
I guess so.
Because you don't want to be Teddy Greenstein at DirecTV. like those commercials.
Wait, what do you mean? DirecTV's not cable?
It's considered
satellite cable.
Well, I mean, you still need a connection.
Not anymore.
That's true.
Wait a minute.
They got the DirecTV now. What the hell is that?
I have cable, so I wouldn't know.
Is it on Hulu now? Can you get it on YouTube TV?
You might. Dude, what is this DirecTV Now thing?
Right.
For $10.
Slingbox or whatever?
Yeah. It's basically a Slingbox.
We were just talking about NCAA being corrupt.
Yes.
Cable companies now.
Seriously corrupt cable.
What you can't have, what you can't have. I got this package, I'm not that package.
I'm wearing this thing out today. Danny, here you go.
Wait, the bullfight?
Yeah. There you go. Stick them on.
Es un bandido.
Hey, stick them up.
I got that Big Ten network, yo. I got that Big Ten network.
Big Ten network.
Come on, talk to a brother. I got that Big Ten network.
In New York, if you win 3-card Monte, you get the Big Ten network.
Hey, dude, let me tell you something. Everybody's got their, their
It takes
groove.
a little while. New York is,
It does.
New York likes New York things. The Big Ten tournament isn't quite a New York thing yet. So maybe within the city itself, it'll.
Well, Commissioner Jim Delaney for the Big Ten is looking to.
Maybe that's why they're having it there, to kiss up to some of the cable.
And I don't think it's going to come back unless it's a nice, sweet deal. And I think the fan base. Incidentally, Danny Marvelous Marver will be joining us later to talk some high school basketball, IHSA basketball as well. But he said that there are approximately 88,000 Big Ten alumni in the New York area.
88,000.
88,000. Well, I mean, come on, it's a Big Apple, so that's like a drop in the bucket. 88,000. So, I mean, there are some fan base, alumni in the New York area. So, at any rate, they want people to come on out there. But Jim Delaney, they're bringing it back to Chicago, Gabe Salgado, and alternate between Indianapolis. I don't necessarily agree with the Indianapolis part. And Kelly, you're right. They should have been playing basketball at the Big Ten tournament at the United Center.
Absolutely.
But
I mean, their headquarters is only 20 minutes south of here.
right, but considering, I understand the back and forth. Indianapolis is a great town. It's a great mid-sized town. And the interesting thing about that, obviously the weather conditions that we talked about in the opening segment, the opening block, if it's raining or it's snowing, you guys have been to Indianapolis, you don't ever have to really go outside to get from one venue to the other. Because they got that, whatever they call it, what do they call it, Dan?
Like a walkway?
Walkway or whatever.
Buildings are connected?
Pretty much, they're all connected.
It's like going to Vegas. You can just go avoid the 90 degrees.
I'd rather go to Vegas, though.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, but
Just need to get a school in
so
Vegas,
that's one of the reasons. That's one of the reasons back and forth to Indianapolis. But of course, Chicago is Chicago. You get it all. You get it all. So we'll see what happens. But I'm just happy that they're bringing it back. And
Well, Indy's a huge. I mean, Indiana's basketball. That's what
it is. But
So I mean, there's a tradition of having basketball in Indiana, so it's not so bad.
but I was talking to my good friend.
Anything
He
else.
said they don't have anything else.
It's
there.
close enough to most of the schools.
Because think about it. If your team, again, but I can't be too upset with the Ohio State Buckeyes because their new coach, that guy, he had those kids playing. But if you're done, so a lot of people will buy the passes for the weekend. If you're done on, and they started Wednesday this time, right?
Yes.
If you start on Wednesday, you're eliminated, or you start on Thursday and you're eliminated, you spend how much? $150 on a 4-day pass or whatever. There's nothing really to do in Indianapolis.
No.
I mean, there's really nothing to do.
Drink.
Whereas
I've never been there, so.
Whereas because in Chicago, you got your pick of the litter.
Shuck corn. You can shuck a lot of corn. There's a lot of corn down there. Do some
And
corn
February-
shucking.
We love our friends in Indianapolis. We love our friends from Indy.
I guess not.
I will say this though. Considering the Big Ten, they want to move, they want to rotate venues. I'm surprised they never tried, the Twin Cities, Milwaukee.
Why?
Why not?
You just said that the headquarters are a couple minutes.
Have you been to Milwaukee? Have you been to
Yeah,
Detroit for
if-
college?
I've worked in Milwaukee.
For
If you-
college
listen,
stuff.
If you try Minnesota, no, the weather. They tried the Super Bowl thing there. It's not going to work. You try Milwaukee. Yeah, Kelly's right. Hey, I don't want to drive another hour just to go to a good place. Just house it here in Chicago.
What I'm saying is, if you're gonna move it, why not just move it around the Midwest as opposed to going to the East Coast? Is all I'm saying.
Because they're new to the game.
New to the game, big market.
Yeah,
It's hard to say no to New York.
Right.
I'm sure, but you should have, especially when you're Chicago. Chicago can, we can say no to New York.
A lot of people say no to Chicago.
So many. Well,
No,
that's the Olympics.
It's
Yeah.
and they're all they're talking about possibly revisiting DC and even Philadelphia. So we'll see. But the seating venue, I mean, they actually are, but it's obviously seating, the capacity, and United Center holds what?
About 20,000, roughly.
Basketball,
21.
Well, they're not gonna. Their average probably about 16,000.
Right, that's what I mean. There's plenty for
Well,
this
I'll
tournament.
tell you what. I covered the Big Ten tournament back in 2013. Every game that building was full, even for
Right.
even
Oh, it's
for the
awesome.
lower seeded games.
It's awesome.
They
We've
love
all,
fun.
it's awesome. Let's swing and switch gears and go to the NFL. The NFL Combine, speaking of Indianapolis, taking place this weekend in Indianapolis. But before we go there, we have to say goodbye to good old number 22, Matt Forte, former running back for the Chicago Bears
Moment
and
of
New York
silence.
Jets. Moment of silence. Matt Forte has decided to call it quits.
Yep.
And congratulations to him. Fabulous, fabulous career. One of the all-time best performers as far as Chicago Bears are concerned. Leading rusher over the past 10 years here in the Chicago Bears market and uniform. And Matt Forte was, Raymond Harris, who played for the Ohio State Buckeyes and, of course, the Chicago Bears. We used to call him the ultra-back.
Ultra-back, yes.
Ultra-back, because the guy was fabulous. He can do anything. Matt Forte took that status to a higher level. He was able to run the rock effectively between the tackles, but also swing out in the flats, catch a pass, and break moves up and down the field and create some exciting times for Chicago Bear fans, especially generating that offense. But unfortunately, Father Time, none of us can beat him. Nope. Matt Forte is the latest victim, is calling it quits, lacing them up or unlacing them and hanging them up. Danny Carlino, your reflections on Matt Forte.
So, not all the years. He was pretty good in Chicago. Not all the years in Chicago were that great.
No.
So I'm just wondering, what was it? Does 1 year with the Jets equal 10 years with the Bears? Because the Jets are pretty rough. But here's the thing: running backs is probably the toughest position on the body.
Right.
You're always a target. You're never defenseless like the receiver, and you're not quite as protected. You're not really protected at all as compared to the quarterback.
Right.
You're always running into a muck, trying to find that hole, and there's really huge guys trying to land on you. So it's running back is kind of like boxing. You get in, you try to get paid, and you try to get out while you're still in one piece.
Yeah. Stick and move, as they say.
Yeah, so
Stick
you
and
got
move,
to do that
Kelly.
even when it's time to get out.
14,468 yards from scrimmage over the past 10 years playing for the Chicago Bears. Your thoughts?
Forte, Gale Sayers, Walter Payton. These are the best
Really?
running backs that are the Bears. These are he goes up there with those names because as far as the Bears gone in the last few years, there really hasn't been too many superstars or real. We had to deal with Jay Cutler for so many years. And
Stop it, man! Stop it!
Remember that? Hey, Jay
Stop
Cutler.
it!
Jay Cutler.
Well, he was the offense.
He's the best quarterback the Bears
offense.
have ever had in franchise history.
But then the second one was Sig Luck.
In franchise history.
Right,
It wasn't the ball
In
that ever
franchise
breaks at that
history.
point.
and that doesn't say much because of
In franchise history.
Right. And we also had Vince Evans in there somewhere too.
Hey!
I love Vince Evans, but you can say, hey,
Hey, man, those are fighting words. Come on, guys.
Vince Evans,
Bobby Douglas,
Hey,
baby.
Vince Evans was better when he was 40.
True that.
Vince Evans was ahead of his time. Remember,
Absolutely.
he was one of the original scrambling quarterbacks.
But he could throw that ball.
And
He had to scramble because he had no offensive
running
line.
for
He
his
had to
life.
run for his life, yes.
Yeah.
But Matt Forte gave us some great moments, absolutely great moments, long runs, and he was durable. He was very durable as a Bear, and I am sorry to see him go because it means the rest of us, we're getting up there too, and we're going to have to figure out who the next superstar running back's going to be for the Bears. It's not going to be easy. Jordan Howard, they already talked about trading Jordan Howard to the Dolphins, and after he goes, then where do we go for our running backs? Matt Forte was our last great running back for the Bears.
Well, why would they think of trading Jordan Howard?
Exactly. I thought that Matt Nagy was coming in. We got the quarterback. We got the mobile quarterback who can get the passes out 5 to 10. We got the running back who can make things happen with the ball and running the ball. So I don't think it doesn't make any sense anyway.
The only reason I wouldn't consider trading him, Gabe Salgado, but the only reason is because of the landscape of the NFL. It's more of a passing league. It's more of an up and down track meet, and they got away from the running back. Over the past couple years, the running back had taken a real back seat. I think when Ezekiel Elliott came out, he was the first running back taken in the first round. In the past 4 or 5 years, because teams are starting to get away from it. So it kind of makes sense, but I wouldn't do it with the type of seasons that Jordan Howard had.
Quick note on Matt Forte. He can run the ball, he can catch the ball, he can block in the passing game. If only the Bears had a few more playoff seasons, they probably would have been much sweeter.
Yes.
Well, that stems a little bit more from the coaching ranks. Folks, we keep it locked in. The hits just keep coming. It is the fastest 2 hours in sports conversation. Gabe Salgado, WBBM 780. Kelly Williams, he's our actor, comedian, entertainer, and resident TRS60 correspondent. And, of course, you know this guy. You love this guy. He is the Italian stallion, Danny Carlino. Yours truly, Jerry Riles. Take a short time out here. And the hits just keep coming, ladies and gentlemen. Keep it locked in. You've got the Rewind Sports 60 streaming live from Saranello's Ristorante Italiano right here in the heart of Wheeling. Lock it in.
It's the end of the quarter. Time for a break in the action. The hottest sports panel in Chicago will get back to the fast-paced action, streaming live on Facebook Live. We're back at it after this quick timeout, so don't you dare touch that iPhone, Android, iPad, Mac, or PC. Lock it in.
Sports 60, broadcasting from Saranello's Restaurante, is brought to you by the Liquor Barn. They are friends of the program. From beers to spirits and champagne, the Liquor Barn is your libation destination for parties, banquets, weddings, and more. And don't forget to mark your calendars for the annual Wine Fest this fall. The Liquor Barn is located on the corner of Dundee and Milwaukee Avenue in Wheeling, 287 East Dundee Road, and their Niles location is 8170 West Gulf Road. Feel free to drop by and say hello, and always remember to drink responsibly.
This portion of the Rewind Sports 60 broadcasting from Saranello's Restaurante in Wheeling is sponsored by the Midwest Pro Sound and Lighting Nerd Audio Synth Shop in Chicago. They are friends of the program. From rentals to studios to lessons, repairs, and installations, Midwest Pro Sound and Lighting Nerd Audio Synth Shop in Chicago is your one-stop destination. Midwest Pro Sound and Lighting Nerd Audio Synth Shop in Chicago is located at 1613 West Belmont Avenue. Feel free to drop by Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. or give them a call at 773-975-4250 to say hello. And remember, tell them the Rewind Sports 60 sent you.
Relax, have fun, and return to the world fresh as a daisy. That's our motto at Daisy Spa in Wheeling, Illinois. Daisy Spa offers a wonderful variety of relaxing treatments to soothe and meet your needs, allowing you to escape the madness of your busy lifestyle as you fade into paradise. Whether it's a manicure, pedicure, a bikini or Brazilian waxing, or simply a relaxing massage, at Daisy Spa, it's all about you. Plan a mini 1-hour vacation getaway today. We're open 7 days a week. Daisy Spa is located at 7 Huntington Lane in Wheeling, just 7 minutes east of Route 53 on Dundee Road. Give Daisy a like on Facebook. Call to make your appointment today at 847-243-8823. Daisy for all your nail and spa needs, and tell them the Rewind Sports 60 sent you.
Welcome back to the Rewind Sports 60, streaming live on Facebook Live. Now let's get you back to the hottest sports panel in Chicago.
Hello, Chicago!
Lock it in.
Welcome everyone back to the Rewind 460. You gotta love the effects here, guys. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this, ladies and gentlemen. I know they have the guys over there at Fox 32. I know they have the guys over there at CLTV, and we got some things brewing with CLTV, incidentally. I know they got the nice guys over there at Channel 5, NBC. I know they have the guys at WGN Channel 9. No, let me tell you something. It does not get any better than this, ladies and gentlemen. We are the Rewind Sports 60, and we are streaming live on Facebook Live. We're broadcasting live from Saranello's Ristorante Italiano, right here in the heart of Wheeling, folks, located on the corner of Lake Cook and Milwaukee Avenue. If you look behind us, you can see Danny Carlino, all the great folks enjoying this great brunch, Sunday brunch, every Sunday right here at Saranello's. Come on out, enjoy yourself, get yourself fit. I don't know if you had an opportunity to snag anything, but my weakness is the mimosa and, of course, the bacon. For me, that's a great combination. I enjoy it. It's my weakness. You want to get anything out of me? You deliver me a plate of bacon, mimosa, and boom, you got it.
Okay, I know what to get you for Christmas.
Yeah.
Pound of bacon and some mimosas.
There you go. Danny Carlino, the Italian Stallion. Gabe Salgado, WBBM 780 News Radio. Ron Gleason's favorite worker over there, doing a hell of a job. And before we introduce our first guest here on the Rewind Sports 60, we got to say a big ups to Marcel and Thomas over at the Liquor Barn. They're here in Wheeling as well. The Liquor Barn right there on the corner. Ladies and gentlemen, things happen on the corner. Not bad things. Good things happen on the corner, whether it's Milwaukee and Dundee, or Lake Cook and Milwaukee, where we are, but the Liquor Barn right over there on Dundee Road and Milwaukee Avenue. Go on over there and say hello to Thomas. Go on over there to say hello to Marcel, and I can guarantee you this, Gabe Salgado. I can guarantee you. You guys go over there and say Jerry Riles, Danny Carlino, Gabe Salgado, Kelly Williams, and the Rewind Sports 60. The guys from the team over there, They said to come on in. They're going to give you a shot of spiced whiskey. I promise you. I guarantee. If they don't give you a shot of spiced whiskey, can you show them, Jay-Z, what the people are going to get if they walk in there and say they're with the Rewind Sports 60? That's what you're going to get, folks. No purchase necessary. Just tell them your good friends from the Rewind Sports 60 sent you. They're going to take care of you. I want you guys to go on down there and enjoy yourselves responsibly, of course. And we're pleased to be joined by one of my good friends, and I love the guy. He's fantastic. Not only a good friend of the program, but he's also a good friend of a Monster Education Foundation that I'm a board member of. We welcome to the Rewind Sports 60 attorney Alex Casilla with Leon and Casilla?
Leon and Casilla.
Leon and Casilla. Welcome to the Rewind. How are you?
I'm excellent. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. Alex, do you like this? You like it? You like it?
Absolutely. The sound effects are great. The brunch was fantastic.
There you go. Hey, it's like, you remember I Dream of Jeannie, Major Anthony Nelson, where she'd come out of the bottle? The Genie. You remember?
Not from the current episodes, but...
You're not long in the tooth like we are.
Not so much.
Can we get book Barbara Eden? What is she doing nowadays?
Well, it's not the same Barbara Eden.
I'm not going to put her in the outfit. I mean,
you know
talk
what?
to the woman. That's
you know what? I actually, it's interesting, and God bless her, and I love her. But I met her.
Really?
And, yeah, I did. And back at the old stomping ground, we had her on the air back on the Sports Radio 670 a few years back when I was there, and let's just say she's not what you remember her as, coming out